And that's the bottom line. Because YFWP said so. I don't know. That was the first thing that came to my brain. How's it going? What's up? It's Elimination Chamber weekend. NXT is going absolutely insane. AEW is nuclear at this moment. I am enjoying wrestling. Obviously, some more than others, but to talk all things in the squared circle, I am here with the tag team partner, the homie Devin, the dude. What's up?
What's going on, man? I'm on Elimination Chamber week. There's a lot to
Bro.
get to.
Yeah. Before all that, we have Vanity Project, the new champion. We got
NXT. You get a
yes,
title change. You get a title
Elia
change.
LaFleur won
You want to
the
get
speed title. JC Jane retained one of the few retainments because
only.
Zarya finally lost her mind. I was actually shocked that she did it before the match even begun. I thought she would wait till she lost and then be like, "Oh, it's okay. Let me beat you down." But it did the shock. I actually loved like the pointing to the crowd and everybody's just like shook. That was absolutely fantastic. Man, Miles Bourne winning, taking the title from Ethan Page, not able to break the record. I don't know whose record Ethan Page was about to beat.
Shoot, I did know actually. That's killing me.
Yeah, but he's about to beat somebody's record. I actually was really here for it. I guess before we get into Elimination Chamber, what of the title changes from NXT are maybe one of the other matches, maybe the Uriah Connors Kel Dixon match was something that you particularly enjoyed. Thea Hell versus Blake Monroe. Those actually felt really filler. I feel bad for Blake
Yeah,
Monroe.
I
She
saw
was
that.
she was supposed to be so hot coming in, and Blake is like ice cold. Luckily, she herself as a character is fantastic, but to see where she is now, it is sad to see. But which of the title changes NXT was the tastiest for you? What did you enjoy the most, or had you
You
popcorn?
know, yeah. I mean, I they were all interesting, right? Like,
Yes,
you know,
yes,
I don't think, yeah, I don't think it was one. And then, like, once you kind of felt like, okay, this is happening
mm-hmm.
every match, I guess I don't want to say like the surprise left it a little bit, but it was
It
just
did
like you
though.
kind of,
It did though.
yeah, you saw what was coming.
Yeah,
But no, I'm happy to see, and I guess that's the cool thing with NXT, right? Is they got to keep it. They got to keep it spicy in a sense, right? Like they're not necessarily in the place where they can, have like a dominant title holder for a long time, right? Like, like the days of Asuka, for 3 years are gone
I
now.
mean we're kind of
So
doing it with JC Jane right now, and that's only because she is the most finished product out of the women's division now. There are a lot of people who are still like building in the if you think about it, they might have been on NXT for years, but they're still fairly green, where JC Jane is the most complete wrestler. So I think by the time she gets done, she might have like a year 2 year run with the title because like really, who else is next? Because it feels like Sol Rook is actually going to get called up soon. Like
it does feel that way. I mean, I'm going to continue to stick up for my girl Jada. I mean, she interrupted
she,
the match.
yeah, but I think that again, I thought she was heading. Every single time I feel like Jada Parker is heading somewhere, she
It
isn't
like
like
her
seen.
momentum stopped.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like she's not
like
seen on
how they
TV
just
for a
did it.
bit, or
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, she killed it
Gets hurt.
herself. Or she killed it herself by a little statement that she said a little bit ago. She's done a great job of moving on past that. But yeah, no, she's there again. The women's division is absolutely
Stacked, man.
stacked, insane. People like Thea Hell and all that stuff. I know it's seen as derogatory, but they need to bring back like a cruiserweights or a featherweight or something like that for the women's side, because the fact that we're having the Jade and Rhea Ripley's, we have all these mammoths in the top women's wrestling, but once some of those other ones get called up, it's not going to be real. Like, I feel like that's half the problem with like Becky Lynch now, Alexa Bliss, all of them. Like, they have to, like, Stephanie Becker works, and that's why she's going to fight with Liv Morgan, because like Liv Morgan, bro, we know what Jay would Cargill would do to Alex or to Liv Morgan or Alexa Bliss too. So I don't know. They're gonna have to figure something out to. I guess maybe that's the mid card title, but also that's not fair. That's not fair.
Like Jade said, I'm gonna beat that ass, and I mean, but Liv has already beaten Jade
Respectfully.
respectfully. But I
Respectfully.
mean, you know, but yeah, no, man, they were all cool. It was cool. Dark State, they did their thing. I think that's a belt that changes around like often. Is that tag
Tag
team
team. Yeah.
belt for NXT because they just have so much talent,
Mm-hmm.
and which is, again, to speak to, just again how stacked that division is. So that's always a belt that I feel is just changing around. Like it feels like on a monthly basis almost, So is get it in while you can.
Yeah.
But that was cool to see the Vanity Project. They're definitely hot right now. So
So
you
wild.
know, play the hot hand. Yeah, man. Play the hot hand. No, they were all good though, respectfully.
Bunch of giggly Chads, Vanity Project.
Yeah. Yeah, every belt change was cool. Miles Bourne, I like that, a lot too. Yeah, I mean, I truly think Sol Ruka would have won,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
had, so,
I think that's
I
the
guess they
out
had to do,
too.
yeah, they had to
Yep.
do something
Yep.
in that sense. But no, it was cool. It was a cool match. I mean, it was just a cool night overall. Title changes and just NXTing, and yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah, it was very good, very good. Shout out to NXT doing their thing. We're in the middle of AEW Dynamite. I watched the first half. Absolutely, John Moxley as this heel, but also face. Like the combination is so great. He just comes out and does absolute.
Anti-hero.
Yeah, right. He just does the coolest matches to just get the crowd go absolutely insane at the beginning. We got Mansoor's back. That was good to see the return of him. Swerve. I like legitimately didn't think I could think Swerve was a cooler guy, but this heel version of Swerve is out of here, man. Like I'm super excited about this run he's about to go on. Um, yeah, right before I turned it off, I was like 5 minutes behind, so I missed the MJF Hangman Page promo. So that's where I'll pick up when we get done. I'm excited to watch all that. Yeah, AEW. I know when we first started the pod, I was complaining about how like half of the wrestlers don't look like wrestlers. Well, they've definitely fixed that. Honestly, what has worked is because of CM Punk, they had two shows and they treated it like WWE and Raw, where they were like two separate shows. Now it's just like a continuous story. And yeah, there are some people who tend to stick to one show, but for the most part, stories carry on. And I really like that. It just really helps push stories
Continuity.
along. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, it really helps. And I'm all in on everything that all the AEW is doing. I don't think there's really obviously there are people that you're more interested in, but anybody who pops up on that TV, I am like, yes, I love the story. I love what they're doing, having a good time. I just want to know what's going on with Hurt Business because the last time we saw him, Shelton Benjamin had a wrestling match and he was like crying, and then that was like the
Oh
last time we saw him.
yeah.
Yeah, and then we haven't seen him since. So it's really weird.
Two jokes, two comments, right? So speaking on the Hurt Business. I saw two comments on social media very recently that that's not the hurt business. The real hurt business is the Vision because they're all really
No, they're fucked up, bro.
because everybody is hurt in
Oh
the
my
Vision.
god.
So that was hilarious to see. And then the other thing that I saw very recently was speaking of Swerve Strickland was that the reason that Oba, Trick, and Javon are getting pushed so hard is because they realized how badly they fumbled Swerve when he was with the WWE,
Mm.
which they absolutely, absolutely, absolutely did. So in a sense, it's kind of like making up for that. Now they see like, oh man, we really had the golden product here
Mm-hmm.
already, and we let it walk. So now we got to kind of make up for it.
And they're
So
doing it though, because all of them they're out of here. Like I saw a video of someone's like old ass auntie doing the Oba walk, like a white granny too. Like just like this old white lady doing this, and she like put the middle fingers up to the camera. I was like, oh no, Oba got people acting different. So like, yeah, he's hot. Obviously, Trick comes on the screen and people lose their minds. Like
mhm.
I and then Javon Evans, that freaking his OG cutter
Your
that he did
boy
where he
is
jumped over.
bouncing.
He jumped. Oh, that was insane! Like, oh my
Mhm.
god, just
Yeah, the
what?
cutter too. Who was that? El Grande Americano was it, or
Kofi,
the?
Kofi.
Oh yeah, oh
Yeah,
recently, yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes, the recent one when he like jumped over
Uh huh.
Kofi on
Yeah.
accident. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're good, man, and no, I truly think Swerve was my guy back when he was with the E, back when he had B-Fab, and it's sad how they you know yeah, they dropped the ball on that because
On all of them, honestly.
yeah, and you can see they're all kind of respectfully doing well,
Mm-hmm.
in their respective places. Um, yeah, I'm forgetting my man's name. I'm looking him right in the face, and it's killing me. This is my boy,
His
my man from TNA. It's in TNA right
yeah,
now.
it's money. That's
Yeah,
all I'm. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I'm
I don't
sorry,
watch
bro.
TNA. Like
You my
honestly, I'm
man.
sorry TNA.
You my
I'm
man.
sorry TNA.
He's
You got
from
nothing.
Maryland too, and it's just killing me. I'm having the worst brain fart, and it's killing me, bro. But nah, he's hot right now. I like what he's doing in TNA. B Fab, she's still kicking it with Mia Yim. She's always gonna be Mia Yim to me. I don't know who Michin is. She's Mia Yim. They just came back very recently, and then yeah, as you can see, Swerve is Hit Row. That was their name.
Hit row.
Swerve is yeah. He Swerve was hot, man. Everybody else knew it and saw it, and I don't know how they let that walk. And yeah, they're definitely paying for that now. So
God, swerve for president. Like, oh my gosh.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Black
okay,
History Month, Black Empowerment
bro.
Month, whatever you want to call it. Swerve is him.
Black Empowerment Month is kind of crazy.
Hey
uh,
man, we don't need a month to be empowered black. You know what
right,
I'm saying?
exactly. Okay, let's get to this elimination chamber. Beeflin couldn't be with us. He's doing his 50 plus donor thing right now. But he did send in his picks, so we will give his at the end when we get done discussing what we're talking about. Obviously, we'll do our picks, but I wouldn't mind, I guess, talking how we feel about each wrestler, etc., etc. Let's get the one-on-one matches out of the way.
Okay.
If anybody can guess who Beeflum is picking in both of these matches, it's pretty obvious if you know him. WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship, the champion Becky Lynch takes on AJ Lee, Chicago's own Beeflum. Uh, so Becky Lynch, being the greatest of all time, Sports Center says it. There's somebody else who's now saying it. Their ESPN
Mhm.
says it. Uh,
It's not
Brilliant
just her
people.
saying it.
Yeah, it's not just her saying it. She, in her amazing ness, is willing to give poor AJ Lee, who just came back to wrestling. It's like, hey, you seem down on your dumps. You're a little too snarky. Let's your promos still feel like 2013. Like older millennial is barking loud out of these promos. Let me try to get you back to 2026 modern times. Let's put up my title and let's see what you can do. You're probably gonna lose. You should lose because again, Becky Lynch is the greatest of all time. I'm backing like B Flem is backing his Chicago girl, Becky Lynch. I see her every now and then. We get coffee in one of the same spaces. I'm gonna back her all the time, every single time. I got Becky Lynch. I got the man.
I gotta go AJ, man. You gotta give her some credibility. You gotta legitimize her coming back, and this is the time to do it, man. Against the ultimate bad guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's ultimately what she is. Um, and it's not like it's a main, it's not like it's the women's championship. It's the intercontinental, the women's
Which changes a lot
intercontinental
anyway.
championship. Well, yeah, so um I gotta go with AJ, man. She's back now, and now this is her chance. She kind of was helping Punk out for a little bit, and now it's kind of time for her to do her own thing again, and kind of, like I said, legitimize her coming back as that single star that she used to be, to kind of bring that fire back. So I'm gonna back her, man. I'm gonna back her. It seems like where you kind of look up and it's like, dang, the Bella twins are back. Dang, AJ
Are
Lee
they?
is back.
We
I mean,
haven't seen them. Are
we
they?
haven't seen them since that last promo. So I mean,
That's weeks ago.
I hope not. For my personal sake, I'm sorry, y'all. It's just y'all not needed anymore.
At all.
Um, but yeah, I mean, again,
Look great.
I
Look great.
they
And
do, they do.
one of them supposedly has like a 22-year-old boyfriend. Like,
Yeah,
get
he
it,
plays for the
girl.
Eagles. Plays for
Get
the
it,
Eagles.
girl.
Yeah, man. Um, and we've harped on this before. Before she actually did, when the like speculation of her coming.
Mm-hmm.
But AJ obviously was a pioneer in women's wrestling in WWE. She was one of the first to really advocate and just be that, like, and be a women's wrestler instead of a diva, right?
Yeah.
You know, um, so she's like the one that really like legitimized the butterfly belt, as it was known at that time. So um, and when CM Punk left, which was kind of around that same time, she followed right after. So it she never really got to get like the fruit.
Mm-hmm.
She never got to really bear the fruit of that revolution. She never got to truly get her flowers in that sense. So the fact that she's back now, I think this is that time to do that.
You say
Um,
she's finishing her story?
I can see that, right? Like, I can't see her like being a mainstay for maybe like WrestleMania, SummerSlam, like maybe like through the year or something like that. But I don't see her, obviously staying a super duper long time,
Mm.
and being like a regular member of the roster. So I think this is that time to really just do that. Yeah, I mean, it's good that she's back. It's good that she's, got that recognition. I'm glad that they were able to get her back, because obviously this isn't the first time they've tried, and it's been a
Mm-hmm.
hard no. So just the fact that she's back, has been awesome to see in that sense. So
So
yeah, no,
she wins, and
I'm a booker.
then they run it back for WrestleMania. Then,
Um, I know that's against your wishes.
but if she wins, they have to because Becky Lynch is going to need a rematch, and WrestleMania. The only reason why I'm not feeling it is just because their characters are clashing in the promo. So either Bex needs to lower the personality or AJ Lee needs to ramp up her personality. But they're just like they just feel like one kind of feels like a WWE character and another one feels like a real person and it's just not really working to me.
Understood, and that makes perfect sense, right? Um, Becky Lynch obviously has the upper hand here, right?
Mm-hmm.
As the WWE wrestler,
Mm-hmm.
as the champion, as the man, as everything that she's accomplished, she definitely has the upper hand here, and it is her job, for lack of a better term, to make everybody else come to her level, in a sense. Or I wouldn't even say it's her job, but yeah, everybody else has to match her
Yeah.
level. So
Yeah.
yeah, to what you said, yeah, that makes perfect sense. And AJ does need to kind of step it up in that sense, because she wasn't necessarily like the best on the mic at that time, or she did what she had to do then, but this is now, right?
Mm.
So yeah, no, I completely understand that. Um, yeah, yeah. I got AJ winning here at Elimination Chamber,
All right.
or I don't see this ending. Is what I'll say there. Then,
Okay. Yep.
so
That's fair.
regardless of who does win, um, AJ's going to get the belt at some point. At
AJ
some
Francis,
point,
by the way.
yeah, AJ Francis. There we go. See, yeah, bro, I don't know AJ, my guy,
It literally just popped in my brain too. I was like, right.
AJ Francis, man. I don't know,
AJ
like, bro,
Francis.
I was having the worst brain fart. That's crazy. AJ, love you, my man. But yeah, no. Who, regardless of who wins, AJ's getting the belt at some point, top dollar. And because it was coming back to me at the same time. And then yeah, so I guess WrestleMania is we're gonna see it then, and we're gonna go from there. But yeah, this isn't done.
No, no, that's fair. That's fair. WWE World Heavyweight Champion. The most obvious way that this match is going to finish. Champion CM Punk versus Finn Balor. I hate that this is before CM Punk Roman Reigns. Like, that's already been announced. Like, that's WrestleMania. I don't. The only way that Finn could win this is if he then loses it. But just for the sake of getting him to win it, so people can't talk about this like, oh, he got injured and immediately lost the title, so now he has to. But I mean, him winning it and then losing it 2 weeks later, is that any better? I don't know. I would love to see Finn win it, but we know where this is ending. It ends with CM Punk versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. So CM Punk.
It feels so obvious that what's what are we missing, right? It feels, because right, this is already booked for WrestleMania, CM Punk Roman Reigns for the championship. And it's like, of course, Punk is a fighting champion, the words that he's saying, and he doesn't turn down a challenge, and so on and so forth. Um, but we know he's going to be in the main event somehow. And so it's just like, like how can we make this match legitimate? How can we make it feel like not just a filler, at that same time? And then you take somebody like Finn Balor, who really hasn't been in like the main event picture, um, since joining the Judgment Day, right? He's been, part of a tag team with JD McDonough, with Dominic. He's been in the Judgment Day, and you can clearly see that this is him shedding that. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing: he came out to his old music last Monday.
Oh, I
I
lost it.
lost my shit. I
I
lost my
lost
shit.
it.
I lost my shit. I
Oh.
lost my shit. I
Oh, I'm a mark. I'm such a mark.
I marked the fuck out. It
Oh.
it was just like old times, man.
Especially because entrance music, they're not recognizable anymore. They're all just the same, like, droning noise. Man, it was great. It was great. Yeah, truly, I'm with you. He's still running with it.
Hmm.
So again, that makes me feel like they're making a push for him. I so this is where I'm seeing it now, and it makes me laugh for multiple reasons. WrestleMania, somehow Finn Balor gets into that match, and now it's a three-way in WrestleMania, and CM Punk once again loses a one-on-one WrestleMania. Like that's what he's wanted. He's wanted a one-on-one main event WrestleMania match, and this will be the back-to-back years since he's returned, where he is in a triple threat, which it's still a main event, but it is not a main event when it's if it's not one-on-one. At least that's what the argument is. I think that's hilarious that Triple H continuously finds ways to like people who I guess slight WWE, like he'll bring them back, but you also he'll find a way to get back at you. Like the way that he keeps finds a way to keep screwing over LA Knight. Like I know it's just like the rumor that he doesn't like LA Knight. What he's done to Goldberg, like even John Cena getting this like weird ass retirement run. Like I don't know. It just feels like if Triple H doesn't love you like people say they do, he finds a way to kind of like fuck your shit up.
Yeah, I mean, I it's a good point. It's definitely a good point for sure. It's definitely something to consider. Um, I don't know. I this is not as cut and dry as it seems to be,
Yes, of course.
and so
Something has to
that's
happen. Something has
that's
to
what
happen.
has to happen.
Something
And I
has to
guess,
happen.
and the one thing that's, I guess, if you, the one thing that we haven't been paying attention to, or we have been paying attention to, but I'm waiting to see like what it is, and I don't know if this is the case, but that package.
Oh God, we haven't even talked about that. Oh my God, please don't let it be Chris Jericho.
I
I like I mean, for the sake of it, I want it to be Chris Jericho because like obviously give him his like run or whatever. But if that means that we're supposed to expect Chris Jericho in 2026 to be like a main eventer and we take him seriously, like him and unless he going after CM Punk, so then we can watch two like old dudes wrestle. But Drew McIntyre is gonna smash him. Oba Femi is gonna smash him. Cody Rhodes is gonna smash like any of these people who are just like in shape. Like he's in shape for like an old dude, respectfully, but just the pacing of Trish Jericho matches that will have to be right now. Like it's we're not gonna get a 5-star match out of him unless it's like a 40-minute match that tells this crazy story. There's gonna be shenanigans. I don't know. I'm just anyway, that's how I feel about the whole Chris Jericho or the box of it all. How do you feel about that box? Who do you think is in there? Is it Chris Jericho? Please tell me it's not Chris Jericho.
I and see, I don't know. I like, are we gonna, right? Because there was, let's rewind back to
Let's.
1999, right? Let's
Oh,
take it all
okay.
the way back there, right?
Okay.
Let's take it back to 1999, where there was a huge countdown,
Mm.
right? And it was every single show. It was, it was. I guess this was really just Raw at the time. I don't know if SmackDown. Yeah, SmackDown was around. SmackDown was around, I think.
Yeah, SmackDown's
Um,
around. Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. SmackDown was around in '99. Um, and so it was this huge countdown,
Mm-hmm.
and we were waiting, countdown to the millennium, and the countdown would happen, and like I said, it was on Raw and SmackDown, and it finally came off, and who was it but Chris Jericho when the countdown finally ended? And this is kind of in the same sense the same thing, right? Like this package showed up on Raw. Send it to Nick Aldis. And then it came, to SmackDown, and they were like, "All right, boom, send it back." And then Adam Pearce was like, "All right, well, send it to Elimination Chamber where we'll both be." Right. So this package has been on every single show,
That's so much
and
money on
now,
shipping fees. That is so much in shipping fees.
hey
Just
man,
that.
as somebody that does a lot of shipping, that sees a lot of shipping in their job, that's some big money, man. To just whisk it away,
Yeah,
you know what
right.
I'm saying? I guess that's above my pay grade. But it feels sort of similar to that, so it could be Chris Jericho. There's a chance that it's Chris Jericho. There's a high probability that it's Chris Jericho. I don't want it to be Chris Jericho, but I don't know who else it would be or what else it would be.
Like
And
truly, what else could it be? Because anything else, it feels like it's gonna be awful. Like whatever else it is, because everybody is expecting it to be Chris Jericho. So if it's anybody other than Chris Jericho, it's not gonna hit. And then don't let it be something stupid like a promo or someone's outfit. Like oh my god, I'm so worried. I'm so worried. And I guess that's technically what you want is people to talk about it and be like blah 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 blah. But I don't know if they're getting the good conversations out of that box.
so we'll see. But
We will.
I'm willing. I just want to see how this happens with Finn. Um, as you said earlier, he was the first WWE champion, like, of the new belt. He had it, won it, and immediately had to relinquish it due to injury, and he's never really had his chance to get it back. Um,
So true.
so everybody likes Finn, and I think he's done everything he needs to do. He's been a main eventer pretty much everywhere he's been, even in New Japan, where he was the leader of the Bullet Club.
Mhm.
So, like, Finn has legitimacy to him to be a superstar. Um, so I want to see it. I want it to happen. We were all happy. We were all excited when he did win it. This was, of course, the Demon Finn Balor, though, and I don't know if we're ever getting that back. I would like to see the Demon done right. Right.
You
That's
would too. I think that's why we're not bringing it back.
instead of it just being like because the way that it was explained was it was literally just face paint, and I hate that. Like, please, like, tap into this alter ego, like that. If you can legitimize it in a sense, like kind of like how the Wyatts kind of did, or how like Bray Wyatt did to the Fiend. If you could legitimize it some kind of way like that, put y'all are missing out on money. That's all I'm saying. That y'all are missing out on big money if y'all don't find a way to legitimize the Demon. Um, but yeah, man, yeah, just I want it for Finn. I don't see him winning this,
No, not at all.
um, but it's not as cut and dry as it seems.
Oh no, some bullshit's gonna happen. Some bullshit. I don't know what's gonna happen because if he then ends up just like losing it because Dom gets like interferes and then he goes after Dom's title, that's gonna feel. It's not gonna feel as good. Like I'm obviously gonna be happy that he has a title because he should have a title, but for him to be like, I'm going against CM Punk twice to hey now I got a mid card title and I had to like take Dom
Mhm.
out for it. I don't know. I don't know. It's
You can't go from the main title to the big card title in a week. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So I just want to see it happen. CM Punk. My pick is CM Punk, but I want to see what comes of this
yes,
that legitimizes Finn as a solo main eventer.
that's fair. Um, men's or women's elimination chamber first.
I guess we can do the women because
For
that
sure.
obviously that's not the spectacle here.
Yeah. So the winner will fight Jade Cargill. It is Raquel Rodriguez, Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, and Kiana James. We know it's going to be Rhea Ripley. Love the idea of Muscle Mommy slapping meat. Like, that's going to be a visually fantastic match to watch. Um, it really does seem like nobody cares that Tiffany Stratton right now. Like, we know she's technically popular, but the crowd doesn't seem to care. Unfortunately, Asuka is seen as an afterthought. Alexa Bliss is there because the crowd does love her. Raquel Rodriguez is slowly working her way up, so it's good to see her in this. She's gonna have a lot of really good spots. Maybe get really close and then get screwed over at the end, and someone else wins. So then it makes her look like she almost won. I don't know. And Kiana James, this is her chance to show what she can do. She did great in the Royal Rumble. That was her first chance. This is now her next for her to really establish herself. Uh, yeah, thoughts, prediction, who's winning?
Yeah, no. Props to Kiana James, man. She's been
Yes.
doing her thing on SmackDown and it's looking damn good doing it too.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, well deserved on her end. Um, all right, so we know how I feel about Asuka, right? Like we know I want Asuka to win every match. I don't care
Mhm.
what it is. If Asuka's in it, I want Asuka to win it. I know that's not going to be the case here, but I'm just of course putting my
Yes, Team
personal
Asuka.
feelings out
Yes,
there.
obviously.
Um, yeah, Asuka and Bianca. I don't care who if they in it. If they're both in the same match, I need to find a way for them both to win it somehow. Um, but yeah, man. Obviously Rhea is the heavy favorite here. Um, just based off of her
Mhm.
credibility and her stature. Here's my thing with it though, and here's my one caveat, I guess. Rhea's the heavy favorite,
Yes.
but Io didn't win, right?
Hmm.
Raquel won.
Yes.
So it, there's a way that Rhea doesn't win, and essentially, I don't want to say essentially this break. If Rio were to win, it breaks up Rio, but Rio is also cooking right now, so we want to keep that momentum going. You know what I'm saying? Of course, because if Rio wins, then that kind of I don't halts that momentum, that tag team momentum with Rio. Um,
You're not wrong.
so I don't. So Rhea's the heavy favorite, but there is a chance. There's that one chance of her possibly not winning it, for
Oh.
that sake, right?
Well, then
Um,
who wins it then if it's not Rhea Ripley?
I mean, those are your only two options, bro. Those are your only two options. Those are your only two credible options, man. I
No.
mean, if they want to give it to Oscar, I'm not going to be mad. If they want to give it to Oscar,
No, they need to give it
I'm
to my
not going to be
girl
mad.
Raquel Rodriguez. That's who I need to
And
see
then
it.
that's the heavy sleeper here and all this.
Yeah.
There's so many angles that it could go to if Raquel does end up winning
Give the
this.
Judgment Day all the belts, baby. Oh my gosh.
I'm waiting to see like there's clearly friction here with the Judgment Day. Finn is clearly gone, right? Finn is clearly gone.
Yeah, he's wearing
Roxanne,
suits and stuff now. I was like,
yeah,
whoa, what is
Finn
this?
is
What
out
is
of
this?
there.
What is this?
Um, Roxanne's hurt, so really, Roxanne is hurt. Dom is turning on Liv. I don't understand. I mentioned this. I mentioned this
You did.
before.
You did.
Dom is turning on Liv for Stephanie. Um, and so that essentially just leaves Liv and Raquel, which is not really. a Judgment Day. I mean, of course, you have JD McDonough as well, but um, it's not really Judgment Day if all of them ain't in it. So Raquel could win this. I'm putting her. Raquel is number 3. So it's Rhea, Tiffany, Raquel are my top 3 picks for all this, and I would love to see Raquel win this because this is going to throw some major
Ugh.
wrenches.
I do not want to hear Tiffany Stratton shriek into a mic and call it a promo. I'm over it. I'm so over it.
That's Tripp's girl, man. That's his girl. That's his girl. Greatest moonsault ever, man.
Prettiest
So
moonsault.
yeah,
Prettiest, not
pretty.
greatest.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. Prettiest moonsault ever, man. That's there. It is. So
It's in the title.
so yeah, I would. My my picks are Rhea, Tiffy, and Raquel. If I had to, bet on a winner. But
Man, I'm with you. I mean, again, you're making all the sense. I do. Like, it feels like Rio, but I like that idea that it would mess up Rio, which it definitely would. So then the next person is Tiffany Stratton. That is who Jade beat for the title when Tiffany was injured. So that kind of gave Tiffany an out, which in theory makes you feel like, hey, well, then Tiffany should win the title back. But Jade really hasn't done any matches. I think she needs to beat Tiffany to establish that the injury wasn't a thing. Obviously, we all have plenty of time to talk about it if that is what happens. But and it's funny because if Tiffany Stratton wins, I think Jade Cargill wins. If Raquel Rodriguez wins, I think she
Raquel
beats
wins.
Jade. And if Raquel wins, yeah. So
Indeed.
because it's very interesting how something like that could happen. But yeah, yep. Oh man, please Raquel,
Agreed.
please Raquel,
Agreed.
please Raquel. Oh.
Please, Oscar.
I mean, like I'm obviously I'm with you with Team Oscar. Like she's fantastic. I just for some reason and she's reinvented her character. It was more badass, but they seem to be embracing more of the like comedy of her character instead of like how badass her character is, and that is what's frustrating.
No, and Kyrie's turning on her soon too, obviously. So it's just a matter
Yeah.
of when that's happening.
I know her and the EO, like you're just like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
you guys teamed up together.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. It's interesting, and Kyrie's working too. Like I'm Kyrie seemed like an afterthought, but afterthought. But she's starting to cook. Like she's getting her thing. The crowd's starting to root for her or whatever. Um, this isn't anything of the Elimination Chamber, but talking about the crowd is finally starting to work for her. Natty and see, I already forgot her name. Maxine Dupree, like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is like ice cold. It is
Yeah, that
glacier
was terrible.
cold.
That was
It.
terrible.
I. It's. Yeah, I don't even like the kick into the pole so hard that it just like knocked her out. I don't. Man, who's writing this stuff for them? Are they just letting them write it? Like, what is? I don't know what's going on. Maxine Dupree deserves so much better because she was cooking after Becky Lynch.
She was cooking. She was. Maxine was hot, and I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what happened. Um. So free
Anyway,
Maxine, man. Free
man,
Maxine. Yeah, man. No, I definitely. Yeah. Rio, Tiffy, Raquel.
that's fair. All right, men's elimination chamber winner gets Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Javon Evans, Jay Uso. Jey Uso, LA Knight, and Trick Williams. So Jey Uso and LA Knight are not winning. We know those things. Javon Evans, he's just going to be the spot guy. The obvious this is very much like the women's. Cody Rhodes is the obvious. Randy Orton is the backup. He's the Tiffany Stratton of it all, and then Trick Williams is the Raquel Rodriguez. The if you want to really get shit popping, you give it to Trick and let him talk his shit leading up to WrestleMania. And that would be great. And he could still lose to Drew McIntyre. Like I'm okay with that. Like if you just start there, Drew McIntyre could beat Trick Williams. He could beat LA Knight. He could beat Jey Uso. He could beat Javon Evans. Like Cody Rhodes, it feels like just it's fucking Cody Rhodes. Unfortunately, at WrestleMania, he's gonna be like the new Undertaker. Well, actually, has he lost? Did he lose in WrestleMania? He did lose in WrestleMania, but it feels like he's gonna be like the new guy in WrestleMania where he has to let the crowd leave happy by him winning. But I would love to see Drew McIntyre beat down Cody Rhodes again. And Randy Orton, he's just the guy that everybody's always going to pop for, and they want that RKO. But Drew McIntyre, it would at least feel like a 50-50 with Randy Orton. And that's all I want. I want it to feel like a 50-50 or Drew McIntyre is going to win. I don't want Cody Rhodes to have this title. Exactly how I feel about no more well, then actually, I don't want to say no Rhea Ripley, but I don't want Tiffany Stratton. I don't want Cody Rhodes with this belt. Keep both of them away. They're no fun.
Well, Crunk, I'm sorry to tell you, Cody Rhodes is winning this match. I'm sorry to tell you.
Is he turning heel? Like that would have. I would be intrigued enough to see what they will do with him. Is he going to turn heel during an Elimination Chamber to win?
Well, see, here's the thing, right? At WrestleMania, you're not going to have a heel versus heel match.
That's fair.
So, will it be like John Cena, where he's a heel for 2 weeks, and then it's just like, hey, you know, that whole heel thing never happened. So I don't think he does.
This tease of the will he won't he turn heel, and I know WrestleMania it's kind of close, but I do not want to listen to a month and a half, 2 months of Cody Rhodes face promos where he's sort of edgy. Oh, I don't want to do this. See, like Saudi WrestleMania can't come soon enough. Only because I want to hear them boo the fuck out of Cody Rhodes. I cannot wait. I'll be with them. Boo!
Let's tell you, man. Cody's winning. Cody's winning, so just prepare your spirit.
I'm gonna
prepare your spirit.
I'm gonna pop when he doesn't. I'm not gonna allow it. I'm not gonna allow it. You can say it. I will not. I'm not doing it. I'm not accepting it. I'm gonna have to see it with my own eyes.
It would be cool for Randy to win it because I think that would make him like there's like a record I think that he's close to or something like that too, and of course he deserves it.
He does.
But I just don't think
one more title, like just one more in his career. He just needs that one more where he can be the champ. People are always going to pop for him. They're always going to sing his song. He's always going to be the man, but it would be nice for him to be like the man, even if it is like, because you can always use this excuse that he like tweaks his back and that's how he gets beat. Like, and like we're past the point where at least I don't legitimately worry when he falls on his back. He still sells it, but that's just because it's fucking Randy Orton. He sells everything. He's absolutely amazing at selling. But I'm not like, oh my god, is he hurt? I felt for that for the first like 6 months, and now I'm just like, you're just selling me, bro. So I would like to see it. Please, like again, anyone for Cody.
Speaking of Randy, speaking of old music, if Randy ever comes back out to burn in my light, I'm losing my shit. I'm losing my shit. All right. That is some music I want to hear back. I'm just not. Again, I'm not. I get why it happened at the time, but I think like Voices is kind of like ran its course.
Oh, it for sure has ran its course. A
You
thousand
know,
percent. A thousand
but
percent.
Burning My Light, that's where they really had me. That's where they really had me. So WWE, if you're listening, just one, just for me, just one time, just let them come out to Burning My Light.
That would be nice. Unfortunately, the song just sounds so like the song itself sounds. It's just funny saying it's dated when CM Punk comes out to Cult of Personality, but that song is timeless.
Timeless,
So,
timeless. And
uh,
it's done by black people, so I'm never gonna hate. I'm never gonna
facts,
hate that song.
facts. Uh, but let's talk a little bit more of the other people. Like we got the who's gonna win. Uh, LA Knight. He's the Charles Bar. He's obviously the Charles Barkley of the WWE, right? Like he's not winning the big one. He's good. Like he's gonna be a fan favorite. He could technically be like when he first came back for that year or so when everyone was just waiting for it. He was like the best wrestler, but I think just his promo shtick has like lost its fire. That obviously he's been cooled down. The crowd loves him, but it really does feel like Mans is never gonna lift the belt.
It does feel like that, but his time is coming. His time is coming. I don't know if it's now. I don't know if it's now, but his time is coming. And I think but what's messed up in all this is like obviously his story was with the Vision, right?
Yes,
Like that's where he was kind of building up as, you know, like the powerhouse, but now they're all hurt. So it's like where does he essentially go
Seth
from
Rollins,
here?
because Seth Rollins doesn't have anybody to fight either now.
This is true. And they did already have I didn't know if you saw this, but they've already released flyers for SummerSlam and Rollins is on it. So um was it Rollins? It was LA Knight on it, if I remember correct. I gotta find that again.
Mm.
Um, but it could, you know, now that I'm talking it out and we're sitting here, it doesn't sound that crazy. It doesn't sound because where else does he really go? Right? He kind of beat up on the Vision. They're all hurt now. But so like what's next for him? And you might as well throw that belt on him. Might as well. Might as well.
What percentage chance do you give L? Because obviously he's a dark horse. What percentage chance do you give him to win the Elimination Chamber?
If Cody goes heel, like it's been teasing, there's things here. There's things here. If Cody actually does go heel, that which could
Oh
be
yeah, then it
legitimate.
opens it up to him or Javon Evans because those are the only two faces in. Well, obviously other than Cody Rhodes, but if he turns heel, those are the other faces
Mm-hmm.
in that match. I mean, Randy Orton technically is, but
Randy Orton's such a tweener, man.
yeah,
He's such a
exactly.
tweener.
That's really
He's
what he is, and so in theory he could. And it's just, and the reason why he has to be a tweener, I think he wants to be a heel, but you can't not cheer Randy Orton. You can't not cheer when he hits the RKO. Like, he can't be a heel because no one's gonna boo him. No one's ever gonna boo him. So he's forced. Sands are tied.
I would like to see it. I would like to see it, man. Of course, I mean, obviously, of course, I would like to see Trick. But yeah, we know that's not happening yet.
That
But
can't have him and Obafemi like going at it like that. I mean, obviously you can, you very much can, but like both of them
Yeah.
getting rockets strapped onto their back. Well, we are seeing Trick is getting that rocket strapped to his back. He's built the rocket his damn self.
Hmm.
Like the
He's been doing a
WWE,
lot of PR for
yes,
them, and he's been knocking it
killing
out
it.
the park,
Uh huh.
man. So nah, yeah, he's good. He's
And those
good.
are and that's the tests. That is the tests that WWE are putting him through, and he's smashing all of them, which is like incidentally putting the rocket on his back.
Oh yeah.
So it will be very interesting. It'll be very interesting. I would love to see Trick steal it, but again, that's heel versus heel. Trick Williams is just so like charismatic and whatever. He would be a heel that everybody will cheer for. So it wouldn't necessarily be like, I want to boo both of these people. People would want
Hmm.
Trick Williams to win
Absolutely.
because, and again,
Because
people
he's
wouldn't.
trick.
Yeah, because it's Trick. So I think it would be perfect. That would actually be a really good win because people would pop heavy because nobody would see it coming. That's the problem. Everything in this PLE just feels so predetermined. Oh, there's going to have to be a oh shit moment. This like it
We
has to.
think that, and then we have like your WrestlePaloozas and your
Yeah, but those are
Saturday
the
night main
we
events.
that is true. That is true. That is true. Man, especially with only 4 matches, man. Like I know the elimination chambers are going to be longer. Is that it was like a five first normally it was like 6 matches or more, then they were like, all right, 5 matches is our thing. Now they have seemed to like make it 4, and I get it. Once WrestleMania gets here, it's 2 nights. They'll probably go back to like doing 5-6 matches because they really make WrestleMania a whole thing. But I'm really worried that they're trying to just make 4 matches in a PLE a thing now, and because they want to beat us down with commercials, like we're having a wrestling match with ads.
Indeed, indeed. There's a rumor that Vince. I don't know if you heard this, by the way. There's a rumor that Vince is making a play to buy WWE back from
Sean
TKO.
Sean Ross Sapp he's absolutely losing his mind online about that rumor, saying it's not true. He is like going at it at people who are trying to push this. Like, obviously, I don't want it. I don't want it. Like, TKO is bad. I'm especially after dude was texting while driving 115 miles an hour and just rear-ended that BMW. Like, bro, it was right in front of you. Like, what are you doing? The cop was like, "Were you texting?" And he was like, "No, man. I haven't driven in a while, and so it threw me off." He's like, "But you like drove right into it. So you could have easily just you were driving and you should have just went around it. We were all waiting for you to go around the car, and you just ran right into it." "Oh
Mhm.
man, I haven't driven in a while. I'm on a lot of painkillers right now. How much money do I have to give you to get rid of this?" So we'll see. We'll see. Please, like, leave him alone. But fucking Brock Lesnar. Oh my god. All of this. It's all so bad. So, like, obviously, before we get out of here, we can talk about this whole Brock Lesnar promo, open challenge, WrestleMania. It's gonna be Obafemi, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's got to be.
And does Obafemi like in Brock
Beat his ass.
Lesnar?
Beat his ass. Hmm. For
That'd be
sure.
so. If Obafemi can somehow like pick up Brock and do his like throwing person thing that he does to Brock Lesnar, I will absolutely lose it. I'll just be running around my house for like 5 minutes, just go, oh,
No, he's gonna beat his ass. He's gonna beat his ass.
oh my
It's
gosh.
not even. I will be there for every second
Everybody will. Everybody will. And
for the
then have,
culture.
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. honestly, this whole we probably should have started with the Cody Rhodes thing because it bummed me out. It bummed me out, bro. Oh, just so over it. So over it. Oh, well, hey, we got a tight hour in. This is nice. This is nice. Uh, we will be back next week. B Flame will be back. Um, Devin, let people know where they can find you and the things that you do.
Devin Pugh at BlueSky.com.
Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew.
I'm on there. I'm on there. I'm doing I'm doing all the things on Devin Pugh at Blue Sky. Um, Also catch me at ftcutd.com, talking all things first place in the Premier League, first place in the Champions League. Didn't play this week because we were in first place. Next round of the FA Cup, and in the final, the EFL Cup. There's only one team that has all those things. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. If you didn't know, ftcutd.com. And yeah, man, that's where I'm at. Instagram _ Devin Pugh as well. But yeah, I'm out here. I'm outside, man.
He's out there. At YFW podcast. At YFW podcast. We are on Instagram. We are on Blue Sky. Check us out. Anything else? At Shades of Blue and W. We are on all of the apps except for TikTok. Got rid of our TikTok, and life has been great. Honestly, life has been great. We are your favorite wrestling podcast. See ya. I still got nothing.